Morning everyone, welcome to Smart Spelling for week 3. I think it's interesting that for week 3 we are going to be learning a trigraph. Hopefully that will help you remember. A trigraph is 3 letters that go together to make a sound. So 3 letters in week 3. Sounds simple enough, doesn't it? Oh, it is a bit of a tricky sound this week, so let's have a look. Okay, first word is edge. Edge. An edge is like the outside limit of something, so where it finishes. So an edge would be, we can see them on our 3D shapes. I'm going to draw a quick cube. It's a bit of a dodgy cube, but that's okay. So the edges are the outside parts of it. There's an edge outside all of our classrooms where the veranda where the sandpit drops off. That's the edge where parents usually sit waiting to pick us up at the end of the day. Edge. How many sounds are there? Edge. 4 letters for only 2 sounds because remember, week 3, 3 letters, j go together. Edge. Right. Next word is bridge. I would be very surprised if you've never been across a bridge before in your life, because there's plenty in Bendigo. A bridge helps us to not cross underneath it where there might be something like water or train tracks in Bendigo. It might not be safe to go under the bridge. So, there could also be trolls under there, you never know. How many sounds? B-R-E-J. Help me say them this time. Ready? B-R-E-J. 4 sounds. Remember, these go together. J. Bridge. Bridge. Next word. I have one of these sitting in my desk that I'm supposed to wear, but I often forget. A badge. A badge. Badge. My badge says my name. You might get badges from things like Scouts or activities that you do that tell you that you've done an achievement or an award. A badge. B-A-J. Say the sounds with me. B-A-J. 3 sounds for this. It looks like it's a long word because these go together. All right. Next word. This next word is a tricky word that some of you probably have never heard of before. It is ridge. A ridge. Now, excuse my camera ring for a minute because I'm going to show you what a ridge is. I've got it on my computer. So, here is a picture of a ridge. So, there's like all these mountains that join together that make a ridge. You might have a look on your computer and see if you can find some ridges. All right, let me get that back up there. So ridge. R-E-J. I can see that word ridge for bridge. All you had to do was add the B. Okay, say the sounds with me. R-E-J. Ridge. So 3 sounds. R-E-J. This next word, if you've learned how to spell ridge, you'll know how to spell it because it adds only 1 letter to the start, like bridge. So I'm going to write ridge again. R-E-J. So I'm missing a letter from the start. I wonder if you can guess what it is. I'll give you a clue. It belongs in your kitchen. I hope nobody said microwave because that doesn't have the J sound. Or oven. I hope you all guessed a fridge. A fridge where we keep all our food nice and cold. F-R-E-J. Fridge. Count the sounds with me. Ready? F-R-E-J. So 4 sounds, fridge. And if you've learnt how to spell this word's going to be easy, and this one, because they all have ridge in it. Okay, next word. This is something you might do to someone if you wanted to hurry them along. They might be being a bit slow. I wonder if any mums or dads gave you a nudge this morning to hurry you up out of bed, get you moving. Nudge. Count the sounds. Ready? Only 3 sounds because all these ones go together. Nudge. All right, we're going to move on to a few trickier words. Okay, first word to look at in our new list is edge. Edge. A pledge. That's a word you might not have heard before. A pledge is a promise that you give to someone or something to say that you're going to honour it, that you're going to do it. So the president in America would have to give a pledge that he would do everything he could for his country, like our Prime Minister would in Australia. A pledge is a promise. We did a bit of a pledge at the start of the year when we made promises of what we would do and what's the right thing. So, edge. Pledge. Say the sounds and we'll count them. Ready? Edge. 4 sounds because we have our trigraph. Next word is it uses lots of these next of the same letters. This next word, it uses all of these again. And it's got 1 letter at the start and it's sledge. It's probably not the word you've used or heard before, but they mean the same thing. Sleigh and sledge and sled all mean the same thing. So that's something that Santa rides on. It's something we don't really use in Australia, only in the snow. It's something you use to get through on the snow. A sledge or a sleigh could be called. So let's say the sounds. Ready? Edge. So this one's got how many sounds? Edge. 4 sounds because these ones go together. Sledge. Next word. Smudge. I could do a big smudge over all my spelling words right now, but I better not. That wouldn't be good because then you couldn't see them anymore. Smudge, when you mess something up, put a big line through it. Smudge. Count the sounds with me this time. Are you ready? Smudge. 4 sounds. Ooh. This person, next word is the name of a person who wears a funny wig sometimes. It's probably only really in TV shows. And a big cape. He is or she is a judge. They have a very important job. They make big decisions on whether a person is innocent or guilty of something. We could be a judge during the day too if we did some debating. We could make a decision on what we thought was right or wrong. So, judge. 3 sounds in this word. Say them with me. Judge. All right. Next word has 2 meanings. Lodge. So the first meaning I'm thinking of is when you submit a form, you could also say that you lodge it. So lodge means the same as submit, or it could also be the name of like a cabin that you go to. Sometimes they're called lodges in the woods or maybe in the snow, somewhere you go stay. I can see that it's got 3 sounds the same as judge because it's got j, lodge. Ready to say them with me? J, lodge. All right, next word is j. Another 3 sound word. J. I have a wedge in my door right now, keeping it open. Although I should probably close it so that I stop my naughty colleague coming in and annoying me. Wedge could be something you hold a door open with. Do you have one in your house? Wedge. They're usually triangle shape, a bit like this. They would have to be a 3D shape, not a 2D shape. That one's flat. Okay, wedge. Wedge. Last words we're going to look at next. All right, last 6 words we're going to look at are our hardest words. And if you choose to practice these words, I'm giving you an extra challenge of you have to go and look in a dictionary. So you might have one in your house, or you could do it on an iPad or computer and look up what these words mean, because some of them are a bit tricky. The first word, though, is a word from this list, but I'm making it past tense. So smudged. So if I add, oh, you can't see it. Let me move my camera. There we go. Smudged. I added the D to make it a past tense word. So something I did maybe yesterday or a couple of hours ago. And usually we add ed to a word, but because smudge already has an e, I only had to add the d. Let's say the sounds. Ready? S-m-a-j-d. Smudged. Next word is same word that we used on our last list, but it's adding some letters to the start, a prefix it's called, and it changes the word of the meaning of the word completely. So you might have to look it up. I'm adding d, I, s to the word lodge. So then it becomes dislodge. Changes the word. D, I, s, lodge. Dislodge. Say the sounds with me. D, I, s, lodge. Dislodge. Next word. Our very first word we looked at, but the word is going to be edging, but when we add ing to the word, I have to get rid of the e and just add the ing, edging. So that changes our trigraph a little bit, doesn't it? Because it doesn't have j, d, g, e. It's only got this because the e disappears after we add ing. Edging. Very tricky. Edging. Edging. Oh, this is adding a letter to the start of a word we've already looked at. And the new word becomes abridge. A bridge. And no, it's not a bridge. It's a bridge because there's no space. The word stays, it's one word, not 2 words, not a bridge, a bridge. So you're going to have to look up what it means. A bridge. A bridge. A bridge. 2 words to go. Is similar thing that happens to this word. So the word is going to be a present tense word to say that I am judging a dog contest. So I'm doing it right now. So I can't add the e to the end for our trigraph because I'm adding ing. So I get rid of the e and it becomes ing. Judging. I'm doing it right now. So this one's a past tense word with D on the end, ed. And this one's present tense with ing. It means it's happening now. J, a, j, ing. But the E went. Okay, last word. This is a long word, but I think most of you will know this word because it's mentioned every single week at assembly. Acknowledge. Acknowledge. We always do an acknowledgement to country at the start of every assembly. Acknowledge. That's the longest word we've had so far in our smart spelling this term. So, same as last week, you can pick which of all these words you would like to practice. You might practice the first 6. You might choose to practice the last 6. And in that case, my challenge, you have to look up what the words mean. You might choose to practice all of them. Up to you. Good luck this week.